Good morning, students. I am Aljy Buyan and I will be handling your subject in English 8. So for the fourth quarter, since your teacher or your former teacher has resigned, so let's get along and may you enjoy the fourth quarter lessons for your English subject. For this week, we will be talking about grammatical signals or expressions. But before that, let me introduce to you our objectives for this lesson. So at the end of the lesson, the students will be able to identify appropriate grammatical signals suitable for general to particular pattern and use appropriate grammatical signals in constructing sentences and paragraphs suitable for general to particular pattern. Okay, so what is grammatical signals or expressions? So grammatical signals or expressions are writing devices that serve to maintain text coherence or unity of ideas. They signal relationship between sentences, and they can be words or phrases that connect ideas of sentences and paragraphs for coherence. They also indicate building up new idea or thought, or compare ideas or draw conclusions. So in other words, when we create or make sentences, we use grammatical signals or these expressions for us to make our sentences or our conversation longer. So it can be given or have an additional thoughts or ideas for our conversation. So that is how we use grammatical signals or expressions. Grammatical signals or expressions are used in idea development for each pattern, namely general to particular, claim and counterclaim, problem and solution, then cause and effect. So these are the four patterns that we use grammatical signals or expressions to develop. Okay, so for this week, we will be focusing on the general to particular pattern. So I have a question. So what is general to particular pattern? Okay, so general to particular pattern is a method of writing a composition that discusses a broad topic using specific details that support the topic. So it's very understandable that when we use general to particular pattern, it discusses about the broad topic to specific, or from general to specific topic. So it is a pattern of developing ideas that begins with a general idea or a statement. So there is a big idea or the controlling idea for your topic. So this is followed by specific details to support and explain the general idea. So when we have a general idea, then there is the supporting details or the ideas that supports the general idea. Then we use grammatical signals or expressions to connect the general idea or statement and the specific details. So here are some of the grammatical signals that are used to express ideas from general to particular. So these are, like, for example, such as, in other words, specifically, namely, for instance, that is, in particular, in fact, like, indeed, and including. So these are the grammatical signals that we use to express ideas from general to particular. Now let us study the following sentences. A. I can play quite a few musical instruments. B. I can play quite a few musical instruments such as the flute, the guitar, and the piano. So now let us see the difference between the two sentences. So the first difference between the two sentences is that sentence A has only a general idea. On the other hand, sentence B has a general idea and supporting details. So the supporting details there is the flute, the guitar, and the piano. And the general idea is the I can play quite a few musical instruments. Then the second difference is that sentence B uses a grammatical expression such as to connect the supporting details to the general idea, while the sentence A is that it doesn't use a grammatical expression, which is the such as for the sentence B. Notice that the both sentences have the same idea. However, we can say that the second sentence is more specific than the first sentence. So this is because the second sentence contains supporting details and uses the grammatical signal such as to connect the general idea. So I can play quite a few musical instruments with the supporting details, which is the flute, the guitar, and the piano. So this is what I have said just a while ago. Okay, so that ends our topic for this week. So thank you for listening and may God bless you. And if ever you have any queries, clarification regarding this topic, just feel free to approach me, or you can message me in any means you want. And then if ever you want to view this video again, you can access this in our GAITF LCMS platform, which is the www.lcms.gaitf.com, and then you will be able to see this video again. Thank you again, and may God bless you.